Today is a day, March 22nd, 2019. It's a Friday. Happy Friday to you. Not a barbell in sight. We have a barbell in the warm-up. We're doing the Bergner warm-up, even though the workout includes no barbell. And I've said this before, it's because we don't lift every day. We don't snatch every day because it's just unnecessary and silly and doesn't produce the results that unfortunately social media has led some people to believe that it does, and it just beats you up. But the Bergner warm-up is fantastic, and it's a great head-to-toe warm-up, so we throw that in there, and more importantly, it keeps the movement patterns and the technique of the barbell snatch fresh. And so you can practice the snatch without just snatching all the time and beating yourself up, and then when the snatch does come back around, you're good to go. So we're a big fan of the Bergner warm-up. And there's some videos attached to that, so if you're unfamiliar with it, go ahead and check those out. But here's the workout of the day. This is going to be some variance. This is going to challenge some folks, myself included. 2 rounds for time. Trap. Any veteran knows that. 2 rounds for time is a trap. 80 double unders. 60 hand release push-ups. 40 ring rows. 20 strict knees to elbows. There's a body weight day for you. There's a video attached of the ring row, so you can check that out. In the ring row, it's really shooter's choice in that. Depending upon where you put your feet, you can make the ring row easy enough that you could do all 40 in one shot, or you could put your feet up on like a 20-inch box and hang the rings low so that when you plank out your body and extend your arms, that your body is actually down, like your head's lower than your feet, and your shoulders are like 6 inches off the ground. You do ring rows like that, and you can make ring rows as hard and challenging as you want, that they can be far more challenging even than pull-ups. So ring rows, infinitely scalable, which is why we love them, pulling in a different direction than we classically do, which is great, and they're just such a useful and unfortunately, I believe, a bit of a neglected exercise. But dubs, push-ups, ring rows, and knees to elbows. It's going to be a great day of some variance and just building some body weight strength. Super fitness robot time, 17 minutes or less. I think that's cooking, given those big chunks of work. More likely time, 25 minutes or less. I mean, those sets of 60 hand release push-ups, I can only speak for myself, but they are going to get broken up early, and they're going to take a while. And 40 ring rows. I do a lot of ring rows in my garage. You should almost consider today, almost like a body weight strength day. Like you might get huffing and puffing on this, but today we are getting your body strong with gymnastics work. Scaled option, you should consider that if maybe the 25 minutes seems unrealistic. Scaled option is 2 rounds for time, 2 minutes of double under attempts, 30 push-ups, just regular push-ups, not hand release, 20 ring rows, and then 10 knee-ups. And you can keep those knee-ups as well. And I put the 2 minutes of double under attempts in there because sets of 80 double unders for many people are going to be the sticky point and could potentially take them 10 minutes, and that's not really what we want. So if that's the case, the scaled option has 2 minutes of just double under attempts. Get as many as you can. I don't care if you get 10 in that 2 minutes, as long as you are continually making honest attempts. At the end of 2 minutes, put the rope down and move on. Or, you get 77, I don't know, but keep going through there. And if the double unders are the only thing that would make you go to the scaled option, maybe you can do all the other prescribed work in the workout of the day, and you just take out those 80 double unders and you put in the 2 minutes of double under attempts. Then you've got a great scaled option for you. Limited equipment option. You don't need anything. You're good to go. You guys are welcome. 2 rounds for time, 80 double unders, 60 hand release push-ups, 40 ring rows, and 20 strict knees to elbows. Accessory work for the day. Let's go ahead and work that out set. Accumulate 1 to 2 minutes. We have a video there. And then we also have 3 sets of 7 of the shoulder press. And then there's a video there as well for the shoulder press. And rest 2 to 3 minutes between each one of those shoulder press sets so you can get some weight going there. Use a rack, of course. And the accessory work, it's optional. You don't have to do it to be fit. It should complement what you're doing, and you should only do it if you've built up enough capacity that you don't do the accessory work, and then it feels like you did 2 other workouts, and then you're just tired and whooped the next day, and your workout doesn't get the intensity that it needed because you're so tired from the accessory work. That's not the point of the accessory work. So do it if you're ready for it. You don't have to do it, or if you want to do it, just dip your toe in the water at first. Don't use a lot of weight, maybe cut down the volume in half and just slowly work your way in. But the L sit on the accessory work, it makes me proud that we put that in, the gut work in regularly at CrossFit Linchpin, because nobody likes working their L sit, so you have to be forced to do it almost at gunpoint. But it's so beneficial. So many lifts and movements in CrossFit break down, and if you look at when the athlete breaks down, sure, they're winded, they're breathing hard, they're hyperventilating. Maybe it seems like they couldn't have stood the weight up again on a thruster or whatever it happened to be, but a lot of times the crack in the system starts in the midline. A weak midline just fractures everything out. And we work the front with L sits and hollow rocks and V ups and knees to elbows and toes to bar and all the strict work. And then we work the back side with, we regularly put in the hip and back extensions to tighten up those spinal erectors, the glutes and the hamstrings. And if you don't have that, we show you how to do, good mornings or banded hip extensions. So we're working both sides of that equation to hopefully give our athletes these good, rock solid midlines, which will not only treat you well in CrossFit workouts, but it's just demanded to live a healthy life. You want to have solid musculature supporting your spine. It's always going to treat you well. So that's it. My little ramblings on the accessory work. Have a good day.